Ever feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place?
Mm.
Trying to decide between a job that, well, keeps the lights on and a career that truly, I don't know, sets your soul on fire.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's that age-old dilemma, right?
Mm.
Money or passion.
Yeah.
Today we're diving deep into why that choice feels so impossible and how to maybe find that sweet spot where passion and, you know, prosperity can actually coexist.
Right.
What do you think? What makes this such a tough choice for so many people?
I think a lot of it goes back to, how we were raised and all those messages we got growing up.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's like we're conditioned to think success equals financial stability, get a safe, predictable career like a doctor or a lawyer or, I don't know, an engineer.
Right. It's like there's this pre-programmed script for success, and if
Yeah.
you even think about straying from it, forget it. People look at you like you've grown a second head.
Exactly. It's like, are you
Are
crazy?
you crazy? But here's the thing. Chasing that traditional definition of success, that can lead to a whole other kind of struggle, like burnout.
Oh, for sure.
When you're stuck in a job that feels more like a chore than something you're actually passionate about, it's like your soul's battery is slowly draining.
It really
You
is.
might have all the outward signs of success,
Hmm.
the nice car, the big house, but deep down,
Something's missing.
something's missing,
Yeah.
big time. It's like that whole golden handcuffs thing,
Right.
trapped in a gilded cage.
Yeah.
All the material comforts, but no real fulfillment.
And that's where the fear kicks in, right?
Oh, tell me about it.
You choose that stable career, that safe path, and you might spend your whole life wondering, what if?
Right. What if I had taken that risk and chased my passion?
Exactly. But then on the other hand, you choose passion and you could be battling all this financial
Yeah, can I make
anxieties.
rent? Anxieties.
Right. Can I even keep a roof over my head?
It's a constant tug of war between security and fulfillment.
It really is.
And I've seen people get stuck in that loop of indecision for years,
Oh, I know, me too.
afraid to make a move in either direction.
And then you add in all the pressure of hustle culture on top of that.
Ugh. Don't even get me started on hustle culture.
Right. It's like this idea that you have to be grinding 24/7, always hustling, striving for more, or you're just not considered successful.
It's exhausting. It's like we've been programmed to think that struggle equals success, that if it's not hard, it's not worth having.
That's such a good point.
But what if there's another way?
Right.
What if we could rewrite the script? Create a definition of success that includes both passion and financial security.
I love that idea. Let's explore that because the truth is, you don't have to choose one or the other.
Really?
You can have both, but it takes a shift in perspective.
Okay, I like where this is going.
We have to challenge those ingrained beliefs and create a path that's truly our own.
I'm all ears.
All right, let's do it. So, how do we actually break free from this either or mindset? Like, how do we create a life that has both financial security and, lets us chase our passions?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is. And I think it starts with, taking a deep dive into ourselves.
Ooh, I like that. A deep dive into ourselves sounds very meditative.
Right. But really, it's about asking ourselves some tough questions.
Like what?
Like, what truly matters to you? What are your core values? What does success even mean to you? Not to society, not to your parents, but to you.
I think so many of us, we get caught up in chasing someone else's version of success.
Oh, totally.
We see those picture-perfect lives on social media and think, that's what I should be doing.
It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole.
Exactly.
And that's where the passion piece comes in.
Okay, tell me more.
Passion isn't just about finding your dream job, it's about aligning your life with what lights you up.
I like that.
It could be a hobby, some creative pursuit, a cause you believe in. It doesn't have to be your main source of income.
Right,
But
right.
it should be a source of joy, something that brings you fulfillment.
Okay, so define our own success,
Mm.
figure out where our passions fit into that picture. But what about the practical stuff?
Yeah.
Like, how do you balance needing to pay the bills with chasing something that might not be profitable right away?
Ah, that's where the beauty of the side hustle comes in.
Okay, everyone's talking about side hustles these days,
Right.
but not all side hustles are created equal, are they?
No, definitely not. Some take a ton of time and money up front, while others you can start with practically nothing.
So how do you choose the right side hustle?
Well, you got to choose one that aligns with your skills, what you're interested in, and how much time you can realistically commit.
Makes sense.
Don't just jump on the latest trend. Think about what you enjoy doing, what you're good at, and what kind of flexibility you need.
Do you know anyone who's turned their side hustle into a full-time gig?
Hmm.
I always find those stories so inspiring.
Oh, absolutely. I know someone who turned their passion for photography into a whole business.
No way, really?
Yeah, they started small, taking pictures for friends and family, then built up a portfolio,
Yeah.
and eventually started doing work for local businesses.
That's amazing.
Now they have their own studio and they get to do what they love every single day.
Proof that it's possible.
It really is. It's all about taking those small steps, building that bridge brick by brick.
But it's also about being realistic, right?
Absolutely. Not every side hustle is going to turn into a six-figure business overnight.
So true.
And that's where financial literacy comes in.
Okay, I used to think financial literacy was just for Wall Street types.
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
But now I realize it's important for anyone who wants to create the life they want, you know?
Totally. It's about taking control of your finances so they don't control you.
Preach.
It's about understanding how money works so you can make it work for you.
And it doesn't have to be complicated, right?
No, not at all. There are tons of resources out there, online, in libraries, that can teach you the basics of budgeting, saving, investing.
Okay, so we've covered defining success, exploring our passions, the side hustle thing, and financial literacy.
We've covered a lot.
But there's one more piece of the puzzle I think we need to talk about.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What is it?
It's about reframing success.
Reframing.
Yeah, like letting go of that need for external validation, that need to prove ourselves to the world,
I love that.
and instead focusing on what truly matters to us.
It's so powerful because when we're always seeking validation from others, we're giving our power away.
Right, we're letting other people decide what success looks like for us.
Exactly. And that can lead to a lot of unhappiness.
It's like we're living life on someone else's terms.
So true. Reframing success is about shifting that focus inward,
Yeah, okay.
defining success based on your values, your goals, your definition of a life well lived.
I like that a lot.
It's about celebrating your own journey, even if it looks different from everyone else's.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot, diving deep into ourselves, side hustles, reframing success.
A lot of ground covered.
But it's all just talk unless we actually, do something, right?
You got it. Knowledge without action, it's like a car without an engine. It's not going anywhere.
So how do we bridge that gap between dreaming and doing? Like, what are some concrete steps we can take?
Well, I always recommend creating a game plan.
And game plan.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a roadmap of your goals and how you plan to get there.
Okay, I'm a big fan of lists and plans. It makes things feel less overwhelming.
Me too.
So what kind of time frame should we be thinking about?
That depends on your goals, but I usually suggest setting short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals.
So break it down, make it bite-sized.
Exactly. That way, those big, scary dreams become smaller, more manageable steps.
Okay, so let's say I have this passion project I've been dreaming about forever.
Okay, I love it.
Where do I even start?
Start by defining what success looks like for that project.
So, like, is the goal to turn it into a full-time business?
Yeah.
Or just make enough to cover the costs? Or maybe it's just about the joy of creating,
Yeah, exactly. Once you have that clarity, it's much easier to figure out the steps you need to take.
work backward, so to speak.
Exactly. And then break it down even further. What can you do this week to get closer to that goal? What about this month, this year?
It's like, instead of climbing Mount Everest, it's more like a nice hike, right?
Well, that's a great way to put it. And remember, it's okay to adjust your course along the way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Life throws curveballs. Your goals might change as you learn and grow.
So it's important to check in with ourselves regularly.
Definitely.
Mm.
Are you still on track? Do your goals need tweaking? Do you need to learn some new skills?
And that's where networking comes in, right?
Big time. Connect with people in your field, go to events, join those online communities.
Yeah, the internet has made it so much easier to connect with people.
It really has. You'll be amazed at how much support and insight you can get from others who are on a similar journey.
Oh, totally.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned so much from connecting with other entrepreneurs and creative types. It's like having a built-in support system.
It's so important to have that.
And mentors, too. Finding someone who's already done what you're trying to do can be invaluable.
Oh, absolutely. They can offer advice, share their experiences, help you navigate all the challenges that come up.
Like a shortcut to wisdom, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Learning from other people's mistakes can save you so much time and heartache.
So true. This whole conversation about balancing money and passion, it's about so much more than just financial success, isn't it?
You got it. It's about creating a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling, a life that's aligned with your true self.
Waking up every day excited about the work you do, the life you're creating,
Yes.
knowing you have the power to make choices that support both your bank account and your soul.
That's the dream, right?
It is. So to everyone listening, here's a final thought. If money were no object, what would you be doing with your life?
Ooh, good question.
What would your ideal day look like? What would you create? Who would you become?
Hold that vision in your mind.
Yeah, feel that excitement, the passion.
And then ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today to get closer to that?
It might be starting that side hustle you've been thinking about, talking to a potential mentor, or just shifting your mindset to believe that having it all is actually possible.
It all starts with that first step.
Remember, you are the architect of your own life.
You have the power to design a life that blends financial security with pursuing your passions.
And as you start on that journey, remember that you are not alone.
There's a whole community of people out there just like you who are cheering you on every step of the way.
That's right. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into money and passion. We hope you learned something valuable, something you can actually use to create a life that truly lights you up.
Keep dreaming big, keep taking action, and keep believing in yourself.
Until next time, keep diving deep.